Well, recipes that are good for your body and also good for your soul and your relationship. I have Rufus and Jenny Triplett who are joining us today with their amazing recipe. What are we making today?
We're gonna make some pepper steak, but we're gonna make some easy pepper steak.
I sure hope so. I do. So you guys are also marriage experts, right?
Yes, ma'am, we are. Yes, ma'am. And this book just not only contains recipes for the kitchen, but it also contains recipes for your marriage.
So we're going to do a deep dive into that in just a second. But Rufus, you're going over here. So what all do you have?
Oh, yeah. We got some steak for the pepper steak. We're going to just set that on the grill for you real quick. Get that going. And over here, I'm going to start sauteing my vegetables. Now, this is a quick segment, so it's going to go pretty fast. You put your vegetables in there. And we're gonna let those start cooking. We got a tomato sauce.
Okay.
Right? Well, let me get them circulating real quick.
So we're here in the sizzle. On a scale of like 1 to 10, how difficult is this recipe?
This recipe is so easy. The biggest thing is make sure your meat is thinly sliced, and it cooks pretty fast. Everything else, it's a one and done.
That's the kind we like, right?
Tomato sauce in there. You got to add some water over here.
Okay.
You need about a cup of water.
So he seems like he really knows what he's doing here. Is this his typical way, I guess, when he's making some?
Yeah, I mean, he went to culinary art school in the Marine Corps, so he is a chef by trade. And this is, and so I sit here and I marvel sometimes at the things that he do, and people don't seem to understand that is a supportive nature of a spouse, is supporting your spouse in what they like to do. Even if it's just a hobby for him right now, I'm still supportive in that way.
I love that. So how many years have y'all been married?
32.
32 years. Wondrous years, huh? So I'm sure there have been a lot of meals that have been cooked, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And see, these are the meals that we started out with early years in our marriage when we were broke, and young and broke, and they're budget friendly. And even today, when we were pricing these, they're budget friendly today.
That's what we need to hear, right?
So because of time for today, you'll let this cook. You'll put your meat over in there, let it cook for about 10 minutes. And we use cornstarch and a soy sauce mixture to thicken this up. Right. When you're done.
It's smelling good,
right?
too.
You get it in there, and you thicken that up. But we have the finished product over here, ready for you guys.
Yes. And serve that over some rice that you already have. It's cooked and set aside. Yes, and you get I'm getting down. I got to get down to the meat. I get down to the meat. There you go. For the meat lovers.
There it is.
But it's also a good recipe that you can substitute. You can substitute, plant-based meat, or if a different type of rice, if you like quinoa or brown rice or wild rice.
Healthy people out here.
Some options. And you're right, that'd be easy to do, to really personalize that.
Definitely.
Very nice. Okay, so let's bring it over here to the table. We'll take this party over here. It really does look amazing, and it smells amazing too, and didn't take long at all for you to whip this.
Didn't take long at all. That's what I'm saying. You put everything in there and just let it simmer for about 10 minutes. I got some really easy ingredients, and it's only 340 calories per serving.
Yes, we have the calories to all of the recipes in our book, and most of them are under 500 calories. So
that's amazing.
Yes, so not only are they budget friendly, but they're also healthy. And then when you substitute, you can even get less calories.
Sure. So way to personalize that and make it just what you want. What else is in the cookbook? I love how you're saying, these are fantastic recipes. These are, healthy meals you can put on the table, but that it's also about, nurturing your relationship and really improving that as well.
Yes, definitely. Well, couples have lost connection these days. In the days of Insta society and Insta relationships, you lose stuff. So this cookbook was conceived during COVID, when everybody was in the kitchen. Everybody was in the kitchen.
What do you mean conceived?
He said it. We were all thinking it, though.
Excuse me.
But we came up with the idea concept because when people were all together, they had nothing to talk about because everybody was so busy with the kids, and work and different things and activities, and they came together and had nothing to talk about. So this was a bonding process.
Right. We want y'all to work together in the marriage and on everything, including cooking. See, here's my sous chef. I call her Sue.
He calls her Sue. They're adorable, by the way.
And so there's several tips in the book in regards to bonding. Even with the recipes, we tell you to use one of our recipes, sit down, have a conversation. Don't talk about the news. I'm sorry, Fox 5, but don't talk about the news and don't talk about what's on social media, but talk about real life stuff.
Reconnections,
exactly.
Talk about something real.
I love that. You're eating real food.
There you go, girl.
Exactly. And I can confirm it smells amazing. So I want to make sure I have this so that I can get this in. You can pick up their new cookbook, and it's called Send Me That Recipe, 33 Meals Rediscovered and Sprinkled with Love. I got to tell you, what a great name for a cookbook, too.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Did a little something. Let people know what it's about. Send it to me. Because if it's good, then you send it to somebody else.
That's exactly right. You want to share it. Okay, so how can we find you? Are you on social media?
Yes. Follow us at Rufus and Jenny all across social media, from Twitter. We even got the TikTok going on.
The TikTok.
And our YouTube channel and everything like that. And then follow us for our marriage tips at Surviving Marriage on Instagram.
Perfect. All right, so we're out of time, unfortunately, but we are going to tear this up as soon as we get finished with this. But Rufus and Jenny, thanks for sharing this recipe, sharing your love story, and just sharing about your cookbook as well. It was such a pleasure to have you here.
Girl, go on eat, girl. Go on.
You know we will.